Honorable members, the Honorable President, माननीय सभासदों, माननीय राष्ट्रपति जी, I am delighted to address the first session of both houses of Parliament after the election. I welcome you all to this session. I hope this session will be useful and productive. Let me begin by extending warm greetings to my fellow citizens who have participated in large numbers in the recently concluded elections. We should never forget that we are here because of them. Serving them should be our first priority. I also felicitate the members of the Parliament and I congratulate the new Speaker of the Sabha. We have to nurture the right environment for actualizing the mandate of the people. We will work together to re-establish the credibility of institutions of democracy. We will function on the mantra of minimum government and maximum governance. My heartiest congratulations to all the medal winners of Incheon Korea Asian Games. They have made our flag fly high in the international arena. I also congratulate Sri Kailash Satyarthi, who had received Nobel Prize for Peace. His contributions to the society is highly significant. Jai Hind.
Honorable members, the Honorable Speaker. Honorable members, the Honorable Speaker. माननीय सभासदों, माननीय अध्यक्ष जी, माननीय सभासदों, माननीय अध्यक्ष जी.
members. Member to take oath or affirmation, Secretary General, please.
Ms. Sagna, who stands elected from 𝐻𝐿 constituency, Madhya Pradesh, will now take the oath. Madam, do you want to take oath or affirmation?
Oath, please.
In which language would you like to take oath?
In Hindi. सदस्यों द्वारा शपथ। मैं अग्ना अमुक हिमनगर जो युवा संसद की सदस्य निर्वाचित हुई हूँ, ईश्वर की शपथ लेती हूँ, सत्य निष्ठा से प्रतिज्ञा करती हूँ कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति श्रद्धा रखूंगी, देश की प्रभुसत्ता और एकता बनाए रखूंगी तथा जिस पद को मैं ग्रहण करने वाली हूँ उसके कर्तव्यों का श्रद्धापूर्वक निर्वहन करूंगी।
Mr. Dakshit, who stands elected from 𝐿𝐴𝐿 constituency, Kerala, will now take the oath. Sir, do you want to take oath or affirmation?
Oath, please.
In which language would you like to take oath?
In English. I, Dakshit MN, having been elected a member of the Youth Parliament, do swear in the name of God, solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India, as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, and that I will faithfully discharge the duty upon which I am about to enter. The next item is obituary reference. Honorable members, as you are aware, several persons were killed and a large number were injured in the recent bomb blast at Jammu and Kashmir. The House expresses its profound sorrow on this tragic incident, which has brought pain and suffering to the affected families.
Madam, I rise to pay my tributes to the innocent people who have lost their life. On behalf of my party, I strongly condemn this act. On behalf of my party, I extend my deep condolences to the families who have lost their dear and near ones.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, I would like to associate myself with the tribute paid by you and the leader of the party. This incident is really barbaric cowardice. On behalf of my party, I strongly condemn this. What it appears is the government is so confident such type of incident will not occur anywhere in India. But it has happened. I would like to associate myself and my party in sending condolences to the family of deceased and injured in this incident.
The House may now stand in silence for a short while as a mark of respect to the memory of the departed. The House may sit now. The next is note of thanks on President's speech. Senior leader of the ruling party, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, all the members assembled in this Parliament session are deeply grateful to the President for the address he has been pleased to deliver in this session. On behalf of my party, I assure that we will work for the development of the country.
Senior leader of the opposition party, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, on behalf of all the members, I extend my gratitude to the President for the address in the House.
The next is introduction of new ministers. Prime Minister to introduce new ministers.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, I have great pleasure in introducing to you, through you, to the House and my colleagues, the new ministers, Shri Tarun Kumar and Srimati Pradanya Mishram.
Now the question hour starts. Question number 121, Shri Surya.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, will the Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment state What actions the government is taking to eradicate the inhuman practice of manual scavenging? And what is the government's policy for the rehabilitation of manual scavengers?
Honorable Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment. Honorable Speaker, Madam, manual scavenging is a shameful, dehumanizing and barbaric. It must be stopped. No exception, no excuse. We feel that the present law is not enough. Considering the urgency, the government is taking up the matter as top priority and the draft for the prohibition of employment as manual scavengers and their rehabilitation bill 2013 under circulation to the concerned ministries and departments. The government is already running self-employment scheme for the rehabilitation of manual scavengers, and the scheme is assisting the scavengers for rehabilitation, and we hope to achieve it in a time-bound manner by March next year. Question number 122, Srimati R.P. Kavya.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, will the Minister of Home Affairs be pleased to state? Honorable Speaker, Madam, will the Minister of Home Affairs be pleased to state what steps government has taken to tackle the terrorism in India? Why doesn't the government establish fast-track courts to hear the cases of the terrorists?
Honorable Minister of Home Affairs.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, government is really sincere in its approach to tackle the problems of terrorism. We have taken various steps to counter this problem. We have deployed NSG units in all the metropolitan cities. We are also working on giving special commando training to the state police agencies so that they can respond effectively during crisis. We have established a special cell to share the intelligence information with the state intelligence agencies. Also, after the 26/11 attack, the government has established fast-track courts to hear the problems related to terrorist activities. Because of this only, many terrorists like Kasa could not escape the law.
Question number 123, Shri Avinash.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, I would like to ask the Honorable Minister that what steps the government has taken for the rehabilitation of victims of these terrorist attacks.
Honorable Minister of Home Affairs.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, at the moment, government policy is to give a compensation of rupees 5 lakh to the dependents of dead, rupees 2 lakh to the severely injured, and rupees 50,000 to the normally injured.
Shri Kamalakannan.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, will the Honorable Minister be pleased to state that what the government is doing to stop the infiltration across the Bangladesh border?
Honorable Minister of Home Affairs.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, for the information of the Honorable Member and the House, our borders are sealed and intact. There has been a considerable decline of infiltration across our borders since the last 3 years. Our soldiers are also well alert to handle the situation.
Question number 124, Srimati A. Monisha.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, will the Minister of Space be pleased to state whether the government has initiated plans to initiate any projects to develop Indian Space Telescope similar to Hubble Space Telescope? If so, the details thereof and the details of the projects the government intend to launch in the next 3 years for space exploration.
Honorable Minister of Space.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, at present the Indian Space Research Organization doesn't have any plan for developing the Indian Space Telescope similar to the Hubble Space Telescope. ISRO intends to launch the following project for space exploration in the next 3 years. The first project is a multi-wavelength astronomy satellite AstroSat. The second project is Chandrayaan-2 mission comprising of an Indian orbiter, rover and a lander. The third project is a scientific mission Aditya for solar studies to understand the processes that heat the solar corona.
Question number 125, Srimati N. Deepika.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, will the Minister of Railway be pleased to state whether the railways have taken note of lack of hygiene and sanitation at the platform and the running trains? If so, the details thereof. Whether the railways have any proposal to install bio-toilets on all the trains to mitigate the sanitation problem of the railways? If so, the details thereof. The fresh measure undertaken by the government under the Swachh Bharat mission and other programs, schemes to ensure overall hygiene and cleanliness of the railway tracks, running trains and railway stations.
Honorable Minister of Railways.
Honorable Speaker Madam, Indian Railways accord a very high priority for ensuring cleanliness and hygiene at the stations and on trains. Owing to the high density of the usage of the stations and the trains, Indian Railways has adopted various measures which include introduction of mechanized cleaning process, garbage disposal, etc. Similarly, for ensuring cleanliness in coaches, measures such as mechanized cleaning of coaches, onboard housekeeping and cleaning the trains during the stoppages, etc.
Srimati Pavitra.
Honorable Speaker Madam, whether the Railway Minister is aware that several trains are not running as per the schedule, causing inconvenience to the passengers. If so, the details thereof and reason for the delay.
Honorable Minister of Railways.
Honorable Speaker Madam, yes Madam, Indian Railways continuously monitor the punctuality of trains, but delays are due to grid failures, public agitations, bunds and bad weather conditions. Alarm and chain pulling law are other problems in some areas. But Indian Railways continuously monitor and design various remedial plans.
Question number 126, Shri Jayasurya.
Honorable Speaker Madam, whether there has been a rising demand from several quarters for a sweeping revamp in the educational system of the country. If so, the details thereof. Whether the government has any plan to bring out a new education policy, whether the government has any plan to celebrate Matrubhasha Divas on 21st February 2015 in all the CBSE schools. If so, the details thereof.
Honorable Minister of Human Resource Development.
Honorable Speaker Madam, the National Policy on Education 1986 as amended in 1992 has been the guiding document for the policies of education in the education sector. In the last 20 years, the education scenario has seen substantive changes with many new challenges. The government therefore proposes to formulate a new education policy aimed at meeting the existing and emerging challenges in consultation with all the stakeholders. The Curriculum Committee of CBSE has decided to direct all the schools affiliated to CBSE to keep 1 week for the regional language of the state in which the school is situated. In view of the declaration by UNESCO, schools may also use this week to celebrate International Mother Tongue Day on 21st February 2015.
Question number 127, Srimati Roshni.
Honorable Speaker Madam.
Honorable Speaker Madam, will the Minister of Environment, Forests and Climate Change be pleased to state whether any study has been conducted to ascertain the ill effects of plastic waste to the environment, and if so, the details thereof, whether the government has formulated rules banning the use of polythene bags in the country, and the names of the countries and the Indian states where use of plastic has been banned.
Honorable Minister of Environment, Forests and Climate Change.
Honorable Speaker Madam, the environmental impact of plastic waste has been examined by various committees in the past. The reports of committees indicate that plastic bags, if not collected systematically, choke drainage system and create unhygienic conditions. Animals ingest plastic bags with the discarded food, leading to their illness and sometimes death. The plastic bags, when disposed of on soil, reduces the recharging of groundwater. The Government of India has not banned the use of plastic in the country. However, the Ministry has notified the Plastic Waste Rules 2011. These rules prohibit manufacture or sale of polythene carry bags of less than 40 microns in thickness. As per available information, no country has banned the use of plastic. However, the states which have banned the use of plastic carry bags are Sikkim, Nagaland, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Rajasthan, Jammu and Kashmir and Delhi.
Question number 128, Shri Manikandan.
Honorable Speaker Madam. Honorable Speaker Madam. Whether the government is aware that fishermen community is facing a lot of problems in the coastal states of the country, more specifically Tamil Nadu. If so, the details thereof, and the various steps taken by the government to mitigate the problem of fishermen and promote fishing in these states.
Honorable Minister of Agriculture.
Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker Madam, the government has received representation in this regard from some of the coastal states of the country, including Tamil Nadu, for the issues regarding infrastructural development and for the promotion of species-specific fishing in deep sea. Subsidy under central government scheme, welfare scheme of the traditional fishermen community. The following steps have been taken for the promotion of fisheries in the country, including coastal states. The first measure is assistance is provided to all the states, including Tamil Nadu, for the promotion of fisheries in the country as well as for the benefits of the fishermen community. And the second measure is guidelines for fishing operations in Indian exclusive economic zone have been simplified and streamlined.
Question number 129, Shri Ramesh.
Honorable Speaker Madam, will the Minister of Water Resources will be pleased to state whether the Union Government has received proposals from various states for availing assistance under rainwater harvesting and water recharge programs? If so, the details thereon. And what are the actions taken by the government to promote rainwater harvesting? Or whether the initiatives taken by the government to promote rainwater harvesting are adequate to meet the increasing demand of water in the country? If so, the details thereon.
Honorable Minister of Water Resources.
Honorable Speaker Madam, the Central Groundwater Board, a subordinate office under this ministry, has undertaken the demonstrative rainwater harvesting and artificial recharge projects during the 11th plan. Water being a state subject, necessary measures have been undertaken by the state government for rainwater harvesting and artificial recharge to the groundwater. Government supplements the effort of state government through technical and financial support under various schemes.
Question number 130, Srimati Aishwarya.
Honorable Speaker Madam, will the Minister of Honorable Speaker Madam, will the Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports be pleased to state the functions and activities under National Cadet Corps scheme? Whether the government proposes to increase the strength of the National Cadet Corps as per the requirements of the state. If so, the details thereof.
Honorable Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports.
Honorable Speaker Madam, the National Cadet Corps is a voluntary youth organization. The main aims of NCC are to develop character, discipline, leadership, secular outlook among the youth, and to provide suitable environment to motivate the youth to take up a career in the armed forces. There is specific requirement projects by the state to increase the strength of National Cadet Corps. The government has already sanctioned to increase the NCC strength from 13 lakhs to 15 lakhs.
And the next is, welcome to the Malaysian Parliament delegation. Honorable members, I have to make an announcement on my own behalf and on the behalf of the honorable members of the House. I have a great pleasure in extending our warm welcome to His Excellency Imran Khan, the Speaker of the Malaysian Parliament, and the honorable members of the Malaysian Parliamentary delegation who are on a visit to India as our honored guests. The honorable members of the Malaysian Parliamentary delegation are Mr. Jyoti Prakash, Mr. Prem Kumar, and Mr. Mohan Singh. It is a very high-powered delegation. The delegation arrived on Sunday, December 2014. They are now seated in the special box. We wish them a happy and fruitful stay in our country. The next item is calling attention motion. Member Srimati Jawahar Nisha.
Honorable Speaker Madam, Honorable Speaker Madam, I would like to Honorable Speaker Madam, I would like to call the attention of Honorable Finance Minister towards the competition between the value of dollar and rupee in the international market. There has been a continual fall in the value of rupee since last year, but the government is silent. I would like to know from the Honorable Minister whether the government has taken any appropriate action to come out of this situation. In addition to that, the government has any plans to tackle the increasing prices.
Honorable Minister of Finance.
Honorable Speaker Madam, no doubt the falling of rupee is a real concern for our economy. Our government is conscious of this situation and is taking appropriate action. The measures announced by the Reserve Bank of India in consultation with the government are: the Reserve Bank of India had reduced the interest rate, citing the inflationary pressures. Companies in the manufacturing and the infrastructure sector with foreign exchange earnings borrow dollars to cover the rupee loans. The government has relaxed the portfolio's investment norms to attract the foreign direct investment to India. The leader of opposition is herself an economist, and she must understand that this current crisis is due to the global recession.
Shri Sivasubramaniam.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, the industrial output continues to be sluggish. The value of rupee is industrial output continues to be sluggish. The value of rupee continues to be. Honorable Speaker, Madam, economic growth has been slowing down. Industrial output continues to be sluggish. Rupee value has fallen to its lowest. How long it will take to solve the problem?
Srimati Archana.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदया जी, पिछले एक वर्ष से रुपए की कीमत लगातार गिर रही है, पर लगता है कि हमारी सरकार को आम आदमी की तकलीफ से कोई सरोकार नहीं। महंगाई लगातार बढ़ती जा रही है, लोग परेशान हैं, किसान परेशान हैं, लेकिन हमारी सरकार हाथ पर हाथ धरकर बैठी है।
Srimati S. Gayatri.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, falling rupee has not only affected the growth rate but has also severely affected our domestic retail sector. The prices of essential commodities are increasing day by day, affecting the budget of the household. Especially, price of imported goods have been affected severely.
Shri S. Enumalai.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, high inflation has been pinching us more than a year now. Now the weakening rupee has made the crude oil, fertilizers, medicines and the iron ore, which India imports in large quantities, costlier.
Not only those commodities, but essential commodities like rice, wheat, sugar, oil, etc. prices has been increased.
No interruption, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, I would also like to say something.
Please don't interrupt. We are running short of time. Please be seated and maintain silence. Honorable Minister of Finance, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, for the information of the House, this phenomenon of depreciating rupee is not a standalone case for India. Almost all the nations have seen their currencies depreciating since May 2011, except China. We can solve this problem by interacting the foreign direct investment to India. I would like to request the leader of opposition to support the bill on FDI in retail and other bills related to the economic reforms. Any suggestion from the opposition will be considered seriously, but please don't oppose for the sake of opposing.
The next item is legislative business. Bill introduced. Honorable Minister of Law and Justice to introduce the bill.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, I beg to move for leave to introduce the bill, the Child Labour Bill.
Now the question is that leave be granted to introduce a bill, the Child Labour Bill. Those who are in favor will please say A.
A.
Those who are against will please say no. I think the A's have it, the A's have it and the A's have it. Leave is granted.
Madam, may I introduce the bill now?
Sorry, the bill will be considered in the next session of the Parliament. Silence, please. The next item is bill for consideration. Now, the House will take up the consideration of the Women and Girl Child Prevention of Atrocities Bill 2014. Women and Child Development Minister, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, I beg to move that the bill to provide for stringent punishment to curb atrocities against women and girl child and for matters that are connected to be taken into consideration. Speaker, Madam, we all know that in our society, despite reforms and awakening, it is very unfortunate that young girls and women are still most vulnerable to atrocities and violence. This should be dealt severely by providing different punishment. Therefore, with a view to provide more stringent punishment to those abetting the act of atrocities against women, the government has brought forward this bill before this August House salient features. Some of the provisions of the bill are as follows. Any person who commits any sort of offence on any woman shall be punished with death. Any person who outrages the modesty of any woman shall be punished with imprisonment which shall not be less than 10 years and with fine which shall extend to ₹10 lakh. The appropriate government with the concurrence of the concerned High Court shall establish a special court in each district to try offences under this Act. Madam, I am confident that all the honourable members of the House, irrespective of party affiliation, will welcome the bill wholeheartedly. I now move up the Women and Atrocities of Bill 2014.
Motion moved, Srimati Varsha Devi.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, in my view, this bill should have strict punishment for self-proclaimed moral agents. I hereby support this bill and request government to have female judges to hear the cases against the women.
Shri Kamal Selvan.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, the violence against women is Honorable Speaker, Madam, the violence against women is partly a result of gender relation that assumes men to be superior to men. I believe this bill will strongly deal with domestic violence and service purpose. Hence, I support the bill.
Srimati Pavitra Devi.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, I thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak on the bill. First of all, I would like to congratulate the Honorable Minister for the bill. I would ask the Honorable Minister to also address the issue of honor killing in the bill. I support the bill.
Srimati Geeta Priya.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, I thank you for giving me an opportunity to participate in this debate. I would like to point out is that this bill tries to cover on social evil. The fact remains that the cases of dowry and female infanticide often involves females' counterpart in it. We should seriously think on the issue how to empower the women. Social education is important. Legislation is like injection and social education is inoculation. Government should not only be satisfied with giving injection but also should ensure that the people are inoculated against this disease of women atrocities. Hence, I oppose the bill.
Srimati Ashni.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, I think that there are enough provision in our Constitution and Indian Penal Code to deal with the problem of atrocities. So we don't require another bill for this. Hence, I oppose this bill.
Madam, I am so grateful to all the members who have supported the bill. I am also grateful to those members who have given their constructive criticism. Thank you once again for your support and expecting your cooperation in implementing this measure. I request the House to pass the bill.
Now the question is that the Women and Girl Child Prevention of Atrocities Bill 2014 for matters connected therewith be taken into consideration. Those who are in favor will say A. Those who are against it will say no. I think the ayes have it, and the ayes have it. Motion moved that the bill is passed. Now the House is adjourned. We will meet in the next session of the Parliament.
Dear students, I hope you all must have enjoyed this program. Yes? Did you understand something? Classes 6th to 9th. Did you understand something? Yes or no? Okay. So now students of class 8 and 9 are here to present their group song.